Movie tropes.
Movie tropes. Movie
We're
tropes.
doing
Doing the movie tropes.
tropes.
Doing the movie tropes.
And we're
Movie trope.
playing
Movie tropes
bingo.
presented by Austin Club. Movie tropes. Movie tropes. Movie tropes. Austin Club. Oh, doing the movie tropes. Ow.
What's up, guys? We are the Arson Club, and we're here for our new podcast, Movie Trope Bingo. If you follow us on Bottom Boys or Master Traders, you kind of get the idea, but what we're doing here is we're doing a little thing about movies. We're doing movie reviews, but we played a little game while we played it. But before I explain it, hi, I'm your Snake Daddy. I'm not the Cheeseburger Princess. I'm the Shitposter Supreme Matt Keck. Alongside me is the light of my life.
Paul, what you gonna do? Shields.
Ooh, what you gonna do when they come for you? We did movie trope bingo.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to go into a movie that we assumed would hit some tropes, and what we did is we looked up all of the different styles of tropes for like buddy cop action movies. We made little bingo cards that we took with us into the theater, and we went and saw the movie Bad Boys Ride or Die.
Whew.
Because we knew it would hit tropes, and
Oh yeah.
I mean, personally, I'm a big Bad Boys fan. In high school is when the second one hit. That was one of my favorite movies when it came out. Loved that movie. Love Martin Lawrence. Love Will Smith. His movies slap. Hey, but
I was gonna. Oh man.
yeah, nailed
Get
it.
my movie's name
Nailed it.
out of your mouth.
He kind of did do that at one point in the movie.
Oh
where
yeah, he did.
Where I was like,
Oh,
oh
he
shit,
did.
he's doing the get your name out my mouth. But it was great, and we'll get into it. It was perfect for this. It was a perfect summer
yeah.
blockbuster action
Movie trope bingo.
movie
I
trope.
think any of those summer movies are gonna hit for these.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a
movie
good
trope
time
bingos.
starting this off.
Yeah, and this is gonna be. It's actually a great drinking game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If you wanna make a thing where
Yeah.
you take one of these cards and watch it and drink anytime one of these things happens. Ooh yeah.
We'll have those tropes down there for you. You can bingo card it up.
Yeah, we'll put them on. We'll put our cards online so you can see what we had, and I mean, you can change them up how you like. Maybe put some of the tropes that we noticed happened that we didn't put on the cards.
Oh yeah,
and you
there
can put
was
them on there for yourself.
Quite a few that happened
Oh, yeah.
as they're going. It's like, oh man, that should be on the card. There's some that I couldn't because we just went to 32.
Yeah.
There's some I couldn't even. I was like, I couldn't even fit on here. There's so many buddy cop tropes that
We did 4x4 squares, so that there's 16 for each of us. So we got to get 4 in a row. And yeah, I mean, to be fair, when you really start thinking about it, there's just so many tropes in storytelling. Like there's so many. Everything's based on these structures, and it's fun to kind of point it out and see. And
I'm not gonna lie, Matt. I'm sorry.
no,
Didn't mean to interrupt you
no,
there,
please
but,
do.
I actually have not seen any of the Bad Boys.
Was this your first?
This
Bad
was my
Boys
first
film?
Bad Boys.
This
movie.
is this is incredible.
Yeah.
I'm a long-time Bad Boys fan. For me, it's kind of like a much funnier like Lethal Weapon. Yeah, it's like yeah. I mean, that's a good example, I think.
And one of the reasons that I haven't seen it because it felt very, like you said, tropey.
Oh yeah,
It's gonna be tropey.
I mean, and I think almost the whole point of the series is that they lean into it hard, and so I knew this would be a good one for it.
These movie trope bingo things.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to get into this right now,
Yeah,
but
let's do it.
These movie trope bingo, doing the movie trope bingo.
Yeah.
I think it made that movie much more enjoyable.
Well, and I think I would have liked the movie anyway, but I agree. Because having something to, like, I don't know, kind of watch and check, you're, like, almost rooting for these things to happen.
Right.
Instead of
Give me that trope.
Yeah,
Give
instead
me
of
that
groaning when it happens, you're like, yeah,
Oh,
you
that
did
guy
it.
better jump from that car. Come on.
You better say not on my watch.
Yeah.
They didn't, unfortunately. But neither of us had that. So this was your first Bad Boys. This was my fourth. I literally saw every Bad Boys except the first one in theaters because it was just the right time, like, for me. And let me tell you, I personally think Martin Lawrence might be one of the most underrated comedic actors of all time. Like, his movies are dumb, but by God, they're funny. He cracks me up.
Yeah, he's
so
had some
fucking
funny
much.
stuff. Is it like that in the other movies?
Yeah, he's
is
so
he
funny.
pretty funny
Yeah.
like that?
Yes,
I'm
and
like,
Will
geez,
Smith
he does a really
is
good
funny
job.
too, obviously, in his Will Smith way. But man, he is just so funny in these movies.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I thought Will Smith was
Mid.
mid.
You
could be replaced with anyone almost in this movie, but Martin
felt
Morris
like he
definitely
was
stole the show.
big time.
Even though they tried to make Will Smith the main character.
Mm-hmm. Big Willy's really toned down in this one, I feel like, and I think it's intentional. I think it has to do with him just trying to kind of get back on track with things, and they didn't want to like. I don't know. I agree.
Well,
it was pretty milquetoast. His role was
oddly, almost like I think a good 80 to 90% of these tropes, were probably more like 60 were hit by other characters. Than them.
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of funny, and I think this is something that happens with these series, with these like duos, as you start going through it. Like they start off as the big heroes, and they're the ones always saving the day. And I feel like as you keep going, they're just kind of there while the story happens around them, and it's happening to them because it's people they know.
Right?
But they're doing stuff, but they're just kind of there while everyone else is completing the story. It feels like, and I think that kind of happens as you go with these. Like they're just like they still got to be here, but they're doing this, they're doing this.
Right? It didn't seem like they were the main characters. Exactly.
Yeah. It was like the young ones were the main characters, but we were focused on the joke characters.
Right. Yeah.
And I like a lot of the people they had in
Maybe because they're getting old. They're like, I can't do too much action, guys.
I'm trying to remember. Oh, I know what the young dude is from. He's from that Heels show. He's from with Arrow. He plays the brother on that wrestling show. I was trying forever to figure that out.
So.
Right. I thought he was the True Blood guy forever, and I was like, wait, that's not him. He's from Heels. It just clicked. So him and Vanessa Hudgens are probably the actual like heroes that solve things. But well, I mean, let's just jump into it, right?
Okay.
Bad Boys Ride or Die. I mean,
I've got to let's. Okay, we started this movie at 7:30. Went through the tropes.
When did you get your bingo?
I was the one who got the bingo.
And
I thought that might happen from the cards.
Yeah.
But also because...
You did say I picked the hard one, and there's a couple things on here that were hard. But also, we can talk about why some of mine don't hit here in a sec. But...
Okay. So we started at 7:30, and at 8:19, I hit my bingo.
Less than an hour. And that was 7:30 preview start time, right?
I started right when the movie started.
Oh, okay. So 7:30.
Right when the movie started.
Right when it started. So it took 49 minutes.
To get a bingo. Not to fill enough on the card to get bingo.
Oh, yeah. Not to get 4, but to get 4 in a row.
To get 4 in a row.
Less than half the movie.
Yeah, we were hitting quite a few tropes before that.
And, I mean, I think right off the bat it hits the tropes a lot, right? Like, I mean, it was pretty early on we got into some cheesy action scenes. I mean, Highway Chase was how quick?
Well, you had the highway chase, and it was a weird highway chase too. It was odd because they were on foot, chasing cars, on foot.
You know, as people do.
And they jump on these cars.
They jump on them,
and then they jumped. Then the guy jumped out of the car into another vehicle, which was another trope that we hit.
Very first, like right off the bat, guy moving from moving vehicle. Yep. Someone jumps from moving vehicle. I mean, it was so quick.
Yeah, which happens every time. And almost any time you get it, well, because they have the car chase, which one of mine was gratuitous highway chase.
And the Bad Boys are known for these gratuitous highway chases.
Okay.
At the beginning of the second one, it's one of the most ridiculous interstate chases I've ever seen. Like someone has like a boat on like a trailer that goes flying off of it's insane. So this one's gratuitous, but it's not quite as traditionally gratuitous as they could get.
And there were there's some that didn't hit on this was early on that they kept hinting at.
Yeah.
Like the boat.
Oh, yeah. I have boat chase on here, and by God, I was waiting for one. But if you go to this movie expecting a boat chase, no boat chases. Tons of boats, tons of water, no boat chases.
The beginning of the movie, they just show people in boats. They just show a boat. People are living on boats.
Yeah, there's a houseboat.
People are living on boats, and there's no boat chase.
No boat chase. There's a guy who goes in the water with his own little, propeller thing at the end. Still no boat chase.
Yeah. The whole end battle
is around water.
Is on like an island.
We couldn't throw a boat chase in there? Just a quick little boat. Come on.
They even walk up towards the water. They even walk towards a boat.
That would have got me 2 bingos, by the way, if we would have gotten one boat chase. And so, I mean, early on, this is also called back for One Last Ride, right? Like, the problems start from the very beginning, and you don't need to wait around. Why would you need to wait around? They're trying to get to his wedding. Mike's getting married. Will Smith's getting married. Martin Lawrence, well, I'm not sure if he's supposed to be on drugs, if he's got a tummy ache.
He's going...
He is just acting like he is just in another world. The way he's slumped back in that freaking chair makes me feel like he's about to die.
Yeah, I think they did it beforehand when they were trying to do the... You can't eat... What are you doing eating this...
Yeah,
hot dogs. And
yeah, because he goes into that gas station and he's not supposed to eat, and he's eating this.
Yeah, did he have an eating issue on the other movies?
He's always the one that's supposed to be taking care of his health and isn't. Like, Will Smith's always in good shape, and he's always like the suburban dad that, like, for some reason can still stand upside down on a moving helicopter and hold a steel cable. Regardless, they definitely suffer from John McClane syndrome as you go, where like this dude who will eat a 3-day-old hot dog and have a heart attack can still do flips and like fight people and shit.
I will say though that watching this movie and it being my first one, they definitely made him like the sidekick guy.
Yeah, he very much acts that way. And in the older ones, there's a lot more drama between the two of them.
Okay.
Like, it's a lot more about the drama in their relationships, where in this one, they already had themselves figured out. And I think that's one of the things that was missing from this one.
Okay.
And then, because he is like the sidekick guy, but that's also part of the tension early on,
because buddy cops are supposed to be, they're not supposed to be one of them, supposed to be the...
Right.
Other guy, right?
Right. And early on, I think he is the sidekick because it's always Will Smith. Like, I mean, to some degree.
Right.
Like, if you're in a movie with Will Smith, you're probably the sidekick. But I do think they're a lot more even in other movies, where in this one, he very much was just leaning into just being insane.
It's like his story didn't even... It was just the one deal so they could put the storyline of him dying.
Yeah. They just wanted to have him dead, the ride or die. Which, you know,
ride or die.
You had to get the name in there, which that's another trope that we didn't put on here. Saying the name of the movie. Which Bad Boys always does, because they always sing the song. They always do the Bad Boys. Like, every time they say the name of the movie. It's like a thing.
So I'm going to keep a list of these that we don't get.
That's one of my favorite things to do when I'm watching a movie, is when the movie says its name, is to turn to Amber and go, "That's the name of the movie." So annoying.
Early on, they had this, there was one character, the bad guys.
Yes.
Because one of mine was a genius-level computer hacker.
Uh-huh.
I had that on here early. And bad guys, automatically. There's one, it was the, a girl with a dragon tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
Computer hacker girl with a shaved head.
Amber Rose looking.
She was she was in 2 scenes. The only scene she was in there was to type in a bank account on a computer and to hack into something on the computer. She just...
It's so funny, too, that they would even need someone to hack these guys. Like, I'm pretty sure Martin Lawrence's character's password would be password. Like... Yeah, she never shows up. She's literally just there to be like the edgy bad guy computer hacker.
Well, is it bad to have password as your...
I mean, it's not great.
I was just wondering why you're giving out my password. On this,
listen.
On the cast. Okay, gotta change that.
I got some good ones to change. Try 1, 2, 3, 4 exclamation point. So,
as they were fighting on that deal, another one in the beginning here that helped me complete my bingo was too many bullets in the gun.
And this is where I got the buddy cops are outnumbered but still prevail, which happens multiple times. For both of us, those things both happen multiple times. But it happens early. That first fight, they're in that building. There's like 15 dudes, and Will Smith's freaking pissed. I mean, he does reload after shooting 70 bullets, but still.
They finally said, okay. Yeah. The bad guys definitely didn't reload anything.
Not once. No. I'm... Personally, I'm okay with an infinite ammo code. Like,
I mean, yeah.
Especially for a movie like this. Now, I get it. Like, some movies, it's more fun to, like, be realistic, but trust me, if that's the thing that's unrealistic,
I think the only time that comes into play is they put it in there if they want to, has something to do with
like
them getting caught for some reason. That's the reason they got caught, because they weren't.
Oh, I'm out.
You're gonna get caught, or gun jams for some reason.
Or if you make it like a storyline thing, like the beginning of Deadpool, he forgot all of his weapons and he had 12 bullets to kill all the guys with. Like, then it's kind of
Or they
cool.
want to do, I counted all your bullets.
I counted. You've only got 3 left.
Yeah, that's a trope in itself.
Oh, yeah, we got to make, especially if we do like a Western.
Oh, yeah.
Because you've always got 6.
Yeah.
It's like, you shot 4. I know you only shot 4.
And I'm a big Dungeons and Dragons guy.
Yeah,
so
can't tell.
Yeah, but you never, you never want in Dungeons and Dragons. You never want to. You don't count your arrows.
Never count your arrows.
You just say we got arrows.
I've got some arrows. Yeah, that would be so boring to count your arrows. It's no fun.
Counting arrows.
It's like
I ran out of arrows. Well, I can shoot magic all day, so you're in trouble.
It's like the people who make you have the items to cast your spells or whatever. Like, shut up! I do not need a pocket full of diamond dust to cast my spell. Shut up. But I mean, early on, you got the fights.
And during this, another one I have here, another trope hitting hot. Quick, during this whole fight, no calls for backup.
They don't call for backup.
They don't call for backup.
2 guys fighting 15. Do they think they need backup? Fuck no.
We don't need backups. What do we have? We have guns.
That's only 7.5 people each.
We have guns. Maybe they didn't have phones. They definitely had phones.
Yeah, they definitely had
because they pulled their phones out.
Yeah, they literally use their phones a lot.
They could have picked their phone up
and be like, hey, we need backup. But no, they're just in there.
Yeah.
Martin Lawrence can barely walk straight.
Yep.
He's taking out 15 guys. It's incredible.
And this was great jokes during this scene with that was hitting all these tropes. Great jokes because it was at some kind of a candy place or a food place.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
at a food place.
And he was like eating the food as it was falling down because he's not supposed to have the snacks. They're like shooting Skittles above his head and he's trying to catch them because his fat ass wants some sugar.
Great joke.
Dude, Martin, relatable as hell. When you were drinking that orange drink, sometimes you just need it. That was so good. And then we had after this scene, we had a really great celebrity cameo where they're like walking on the street and they're like yelling at each other. And Will Smith goes off camera and Martin Lawrence like throwing a fit. And then that Kwame dude from TikTok, the guy that always like does stuff and shrugs, just shows up and shrugs at him and walks away. Absolutely incredible. I don't know that half the people in the theater even knew what was going on.
Oh,
yeah, that's the most followed guy on TikTok, and he just shows up and shrugs, and it's so fucking funny.
And that was one of your tropes.
Yep, and that was one of my tropes. Random celebrity cameo, and there's a few different, like, that could have got close, but this was legit, like, a straight up.
Oh, yeah.
As tropey as it gets, random celebrity cameo. Just came in to do his catchphrase type thing and walk away. Like, so good. So perfect.
Is there any more from that scene with the car chase that we hit?
What? I don't think I have any more here. I've got a couple from the middle for my next stuff that happens.
Yeah, right after that. So after this scene where they have the car chase and stuff.
This is when they like check in with the rest of the squad.
Yeah, the squad. So this was the time when we have a lot of these on here, like
you two, my office.
You two, my office.
Turn in your badge. I'm not supposed to let you into the evidence locker.
Right.
None of those end up happening, and I probably should have known that picking the card up front or even writing that. But also, those are tropes that do happen in these, and this movie just doesn't hit those because it's the sequel, right?
Right.
That's more of what Joe Pantoliano's character when he was alive would do.
And they probably did that in the first one. I'm sure we got a blackout in the first one, probably.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 1000%. Even the second one, they do the "You to my office" and the "Turn in your badge" after the big chase at the beginning, like for sure. But this one. Yeah, they don't do much of the back at the actual station thing. Now, I know we already had the callback for One Last Ride, but we do get like a post-death video eventually that's kind of a callback for One Last Ride.
Oh, yeah,
Joe Pantoliano. First of all, I just have to say this. What is with these dudes and their former boss who died? Martin Lawrence
loving them
dies in this movie. And like goes, how people die for a second. He does that, and he does the thing where he goes to see someone in the spirit realm, and the person that's there waiting for him is his former boss. I'm telling you, if I die, I've loved many of the people I've worked for. I like my current boss, but if I die and any of my bosses are the single person I see when I die, I'm going to think this whole thing's fucked up. Like, there's so many more people that should show up before my boss.
Yeah.
And then the boss leaves them
Maybe a dog or something.
Yeah, I mean, oh man, if Cheese was up there, that'd be so sick. Just a little pug. Oh, that's what I want. Just give me 5 minutes with my pug when I die. But he leaves like a post-death message to these guys about a case, which means like he didn't leave messages for his family. He didn't leave like an "I love you."
Did he have a family?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, he did because they were in the.
Oh yeah,
they were in the movie.
He's got the daughter that's mad at his because Will Smith's son killed him in the one before this.
Yeah, is that daughter the daughter from the Modern Family girl?
No, that is not.
It looked like her.
Mm-hmm.
From the Stars on Mars deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it was not her.
Oh gosh, it looked like her. Sorry, I apologize.
No, Ariel Winter.
Like her.
I like Ariel Winter. She's great.
Okay, Ariel Winter.
She was in Stars on. Yeah, she was the middle child on.
I get confused
Modern
a lot.
Family. No, that wasn't her, but I could see how you would see them looking similar for sure. Yeah, because that's one of the things where it's like. I had uptight female colleague that slowly loosens up because, you know, a lot of these movies are based in misogyny, and so they like to have the real uptight lady that you slowly win over.
This is the point when you started seeing things.
Yeah, and we didn't quite get this one.
No,
because I say because of this character, right? Like she was the one that you would think would maybe, but she's not really uptight. She's mad that her dad got killed by a guy, so it like it's not quite the same trope, but she does get won over by the end.
There's also points in this, and then so obviously we're gonna have some spoilers here.
Yeah, so we're getting towards the middle and towards the end. Right now, I don't feel like we've spoiled anything. If you're worried about spoiling the ending to the fourth Bad Boys, stop right now and come back. And now we're going to move forward.
I don't even know if we're going to tell you the ending.
We probably won't tell you the ending, but
there's
there will be some spoilers.
You might at this point.
I don't want to ruin any jokes. If you're really excited for Bad Boys 4, check out now and then come back in. But because we don't want to accidentally spoil anything you would enjoy. But yeah, we get to the meat of it, right?
At this point, there was a lot of foreshadowing when they went to the office. There was a lot of foreshadowing. Of tropes that are going to happen. Yeah. Of stuff. Like whenever I go to a mystery movie or something, I'm with Laura, she is not happy because I always turn to her and go like, it's that guy. Yeah. Yeah. This is going to be the guy that does that. It's like,
because
why?
They do the little things that tell you.
Yeah.
You got to look in the details.
Why is because they focus for a second on him and he has nothing to do with the story. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You don't put a guy you're going to focus on.
You're not expecting at him right now because it's too early and you're not expecting him at all right now.
That's the guy that did it.
Yep.
He's the friggin' if they put somebody in that they think it is, never them.
Yep.
Always red herrings and move to something else.
I always pick the person I most medium suspect, as Dwight says in The Office. Which is a great point.
Which you had, one of yours was the good guy.
Good guy ends up being bad guy?
Ends up being bad guy. And in the beginning of the movie, I'm like, oh, yeah, that guy's...
They foreshadowed it so hard. If you're watching this, the guy who played Mr. Fantastic in the old Fantastic Four movies, he's like dating the old dead boss's daughter. He's like going to run for mayor or something. I think he's a politician, but I don't know what his actual role is, but he's tangential to all of it.
I don't think he's dating the old dead boss's daughter. Is that her daughter?
Yeah, that's his daughter. That's why he's mad because Will Smith's son she's mad because Will Smith's son that he's running around with killed her dad.
Okay.
So that's something that you're missing out on from not seeing the other one.
Okay. What was the FBI lady? She's the one that had
she worked for the U.S. Marshals, and then there was also an FBI guy.
Because that was her mom. But, yeah. Okay, because the kid that got kidnapped was her
daughter.
Daughter.
Yes, and she's also the daughter of the dead boss.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's the daughter of the dead boss, which is why she hates Will Smith's son so much because he killed her.
So
dad.
the girl that's married to makes for great deals.
I know people will totally. Okay. Yeah, people are gonna want to know.
So the daughter that was so the one that is married to the Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, she's the daughter of their old boss.
Right. And who was married to the FBI.
Yeah. Yes. So this guy who played Mr. Fantastic, I mean, he plays it like he's a bad guy from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, literally, he doesn't deliver any lines like a normal human would.
No.
He delivers his normal human lines like a sleazy bad guy. So you know he's gonna be bad. If you didn't realize this guy was gonna be the guy to turn from the very first scene he showed up, you just haven't watched enough stuff yet. It'll be fine. You'll learn.
And he didn't, and they gave him lines.
Yes. Oh, they gave him lines to make you know. Like
it wasn't a lot of lines.
Nuh-uh.
Just a few lines. And he's like, why'd you give him lines?
Yeah. Well, you didn't need to
all
do
you
that.
needed to do was give his wife lines.
Yeah, maybe it's just because it's one of those movies.
In fact,
where
his
they,
wife
like,
doesn't need a person. This guy's in here for no reason. That's the guy who did it. The guy that's in there for no reason is the guy that did it. Guys.
That's a great point. There's not a poor purpose for him, so he's bad.
Mystery Movie Trope 101.
Yep. There's no purpose. They the baddie. The purpose is to be the baddie. You'll find their purpose. Their purpose is the surprise. If you don't know their purpose is the surprise.
Is that
I will
Chekhov's
say
gun?
One thing that was Chekhov's gun the whole fucking time, and we never actually got to saw it. The whole movie's about big drug shipment. It's all about big drug shipments. They don't bust a drug shipment up the whole time. But the whole thing's about a bunch of like cartels and drug shipments and how they work. It's about the logistics of drug shipments.
Yeah,
but
one
I don't
of your
get
tropes.
to see one.
One of your tropes, big drugs.
Big drug/gun shipment doesn't happen. Also, none of the witnesses were scared to talk at any point.
No.
They all just willingly gave the information away, like your informant that knew everything.
The son. They went straight to the son knew everything about the case, who the bad guy was, where stuff was happening, where he was located.
He had the synopsis.
I was like, okay, I'm getting informant knows everything. There's another one for the bingo cards.
Yeah.
Another thing that didn't happen that I thought was going to happen was foreign guy bad guys.
Foreign bad guy. I've got that right here too. And yeah, there was a lot of different groups of bad guys. Lots of cartels. Every single bad guy in this was just a straight up American dude.
Yeah.
Just like U.S. Marshals.
Should we
just
praise him for that?
I mean, that's woke? Maybe that is woke. Yeah. They're not making the foreign people bad. That's a good point. Hey, good job, bad boys. That's woke as fuck.
What you gonna do?
You can't
get woke.
You can't have
bad
vaguely
boys.
Eastern European bad guys in this day and age.
No.
Because of woke.
No, instead we got a blonde Aryan.
We get all the blonde Aryan bad
You just
guys.
toss more Nazis in there.
Fuck
or I guess,
them, right?
I guess they are foreign. But
that's true.
This guy wasn't. Didn't seem to be. Maybe he's foreign.
Anymore, I don't know if the Nazis are foreign. I feel like some of them aren't anymore.
Yeah.
But we do get to like the next scene where they get with the young ones. You got Vanessa Hudgens. You got the dude from Heels. They're getting into like the stakeout thing. They're like in the van. This is when I started hitting some more tropes. We did have the bad guy do his monologue on the phone where he just step by step told everybody what he was going to do. But they're like in this van. This is where I hit bonding over a stakeout.
And I will tell you this. Sorry. I don't want to interrupt you too much, but
just
so you know, I have at this point on my card, I am one away from a bingo.
Yes.
I have the too many bullets. My informant knows everything. Genius level computer hacker. One away from a bingo.
And I mean, in this little stakeout thing, I got bonding over a stakeout, which only happens because of a trope we didn't put on here, which is former tertiary character from old movies becomes overpowered star and has big moment and saves day. And that's because Reggie, the kid that they punked at the front door trying to date Martin's daughter for in Bad Boys 2, he's now has been a full-on U.S. Marine. He is back off of deployment, and when they come to their house, this dude fucking smokes everybody. He smokes them all. It's so funny.
Yeah, that's
so good.
Definitely over. That was another one where we put the not them as hitting this tropes of being outmatched and still coming out.
Dude took them all out.
Like 15.
It was so funny. And they're all celebrating like, oh, shit, Reggie. Like, it was a great moment. But, yeah, that was definitely my bonding
That trope
over
is
a
more
stakeout.
That trope is probably more of a sequels trope.
Big time. Oh, yeah.
That's a sequels
It's like Yoda in Clone Wars. Sorry, Attack of the Clones, where he, suddenly starts flipping and we all saw him fight for the first time. Yeah, it's that vibe. So good. Honestly, this was this was a solid movie in general. The one thing I thought would come earlier, especially for tropes, but the thing I thought would come earlier is the helicopter escape. We do eventually get there. They had a helicopter early on, and I thought
there was a helicopter,
and then I was like, nothing. I had even actually marked it early, and then had to go back and remark. But yeah, they eventually go to like the island thing.
Well, they break out. Here's where the helicopter escape comes. They break the his son out of
they break his son out of prison that killed his old boss that they're having death dreams about.
I guess they don't. Yeah,
so that they can now team up. Because
and they're taking him in a helicopter. They're taking him in a Chinook helicopter, with just one. Was it just two dudes? Yeah. Two dudes flying it, and just and then the bad boys
in the back, and he's in like this big metal cage.
Yeah, and then his son's in a big metal cage,
and they start shooting the helicopter, and it's spinning in circles. It's going down.
Yep.
Martin Lawrence ends up upside down on the roof of this helicopter with his hands around this steel cable that's holding up this metal cage. The metal cage itself has to be multiple thousands of pounds.
Yeah,
and the man inside
it's got a guy
at
in
least 250.
Yeah,
and he's upside down just holding this cable that's dangling out of a spin. It was wild. This dude just had a heart attack from eating a gas station hot dog. So we need the overpowered suburban dad needs to be an action movie trope. Like, incredible. And we do. I think the last scene
they have on that. So on that is where they're on the helicopter. That's when you get the helicopter shake because it's going down.
Yeah.
So they
have to escape the helicopter.
It was kind of opposite helicopter escape.
Yeah,
they didn't use
were
the helicopter
from
to
the
escape.
Helicopter.
They escaped from the helicopter.
Right.
We're counting it.
Yeah, I'm counting it.
You gotta count it.
I mean, it's got the words helicopter and escape.
And there was another trope that I saw at this is the point when another trope comes up that I forgot about. The you know how to fly this thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because they break out because they break the his son out of the cage. And then they're going. This helicopter's gonna wreck. Then all of a sudden the son knows how to fly a fucking helicopter.
Yep. Knows how to fly this thing. Yeah, you just pull up on the thing. Yep. That's it. That's all you gotta do.
Yep. He also knows how to drive something else too when they're going out automatically.
Absolutely. It's good. I mean, you know, it's like he's a Skywalker. He can just fly anything you put him in.
Oh yeah, they land, and at this point, yeah, he knows how to. They do a
amphibious assault.
They do that before that happens because they land on this everything. Oh my goodness! Does it happen? Is this a trope where they get on something, then they travel? They travel in like 2 seconds from one place.
It's gotta be
because they land on this island and they're in a jungle. And this guy hotwires a car, which is another one of the tropes.
Oh yeah,
picks a lock or hotwires a car. Got that one.
Yeah.
Okay, and then starts driving. They're driving on an island. I feel like they're on an island, right?
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Yeah, he starts driving, and then within
2 seconds, like
the next scene, they're up at a freaking strip club.
Yes, like in a big city.
Yeah.
Which also
big city strip club.
Unnecessary strip club scene is also a trope that we missed in action movies. There's always unnecessary strip club scenes. Incredible.
I like that. I'm gonna write that one down. Okay. Strip club. Okay. Anything else happen around the middle part of this?
I feel like the whiteboard.
Oh yeah, that's when they start. So
they're starting to plan.
Escape
right?
from this island within 2 seconds. Then all of a sudden, they meet up with the other people within 2 seconds, and they meet the other people being the guy from Heels.
And Vanessa
Hudgens. On his boat,
his houseboat, which also has like a whole police squad headquarters inside it, which is great. I would do that. I totally would do that too.
Yeah, it has all of the entire.
You need to be connected to all of the secret networks of information. He's got it all there on his houseboat. Incredible Wi-Fi.
Incredible Wi-Fi. But you know what they do?
What?
They pull out the whiteboard.
Yeah, they do.
They pull out the whiteboard,
Yeah, they
which
do.
is another trope. Whiteboard with
Charlie
a crime
Day
breakdown.
solving the conspiracy.
Put it here.
Whiteboard.
Put that picture of the bad guy on the whiteboard. I guess with all that technology they had,
all roads lead
they
back.
put the whiteboard in front of all like the 12 screens. They moved the whiteboard in front of the 12 screens, so they could put something on there. Like, oh, good job.
Sometimes monologue is just better. Like sometimes just analog is the way to go. You gonna erase my whiteboard? I don't think so.
Hit that trope.
Hit the fucking trope. So they plan an attack on another trope of yours too. An old abandoned building.
Oh yeah,
they're in an old. So the bad guys are all holed up in this old. It used to be Gator World, I think, is what they say, and it's got like a. Which this should be another one too. Random monster alluded to that shows up and attacks somebody because there's like an albino alligator that's 900 pounds that got left in Gator World.
Buddy cop deals?
You know, I feel like
maybe
action movie deals like that. It's more like a Jurassic Park thing where they're like, there's a thing in here, and then it comes and gets you.
Surprise kill
from
maybe
random animal. Surprise animal kill maybe, because like a shark in an action movie, you'll do that a lot.
Yeah.
Like, but maybe that's a different type of movie. That's a different type of movie.
Yeah.
That's an animal attack movie. Ooh.
We'll discuss that in a
We need to do an animal attack movie.
Yeah, probably not a buddy cop movie.
No, we need to do like a Jaws.
I don't.
But there is a big alligator in this one.
There's a giant albino alligator.
For no reason. But there's no boat chases.
No damn boat chases. Also, when the FBI comes out, and does the another trope I have, we'll take it from here.
Oh, they do. They do. We take it.
She does the old. We can handle this. You don't need to be in this deal. We got it. We'll take it from here.
Now, the closest I get to uptight female that slowly loosens up is the lady whose dad is dead. Will Smith's son ends up saving her daughter's life during the action, and so the daughter stops her mom from killing the son. And I wouldn't say she loosens up. More, she just willingly doesn't kill him in the moment. And I think I respect that decision. Like, it's fine. You don't have to forgive him for killing your dad.
She does loosen up, but not because of the guys, though. She loosens
not
up
because maybe he saved her kid, so she's not going to kill him immediately.
She was that lady I've seen in quite a few other things.
Definitely.
Was she in the other movies too?
Yeah.
She did not do a good job acting in this one. I was very specifically the first scene she came in, and I was like, ugh. Yeah, that's horrible. When she gave off her lines in that deal,
it was pretty dry.
I thought
she was pretty dry.
It came off as acting.
Yeah,
when it came in there,
it stood out. It stood out. Absolutely. What else here happens at the end? I'm
we're
out
at the end, huh?
I end up running out of tropes here pretty soon because most of my stuff happened up front.
Old abandoned building. Oh yeah, and then another one that I hit. One of the cops gets shot but lives.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Which it's not one of the main guys, but the guy that helped him.
Actually, the one of the main guys does get shot as well. Will Smith
does get shot.
Shoots him.
Oh, he literally does shot.
Yeah.
I guess we could count that.
Yeah, I would count it. He gets shot. He shoots him in the bulletproof vest. But...
Yes, because he did. Ooh. Oh, that should be a trope too, though.
Shoot someone in a bulletproof vest. Always. Or something else blocks the bullet. Those are two different ones. Shot in the bulletproof vest and you're fine and it doesn't hurt at all. And shot in the chest but you survive because random thing in your pocket saved you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Random thing in the pocket saved me. Or shoot in the bulletproof vest.
Those are both great.
That's two others, yeah.
But yeah, Will Smith does shoot Martin Lawrence in this movie when he's caught as like a hostage. The guy's like, "You're not gonna be able to shoot me in time," and then so Will Smith shoots him to make him fall over, and then kills the bad guy. But spoilers.
Let me see if there's anything on my list here as far as tropes goes. I think I've
hit
got
most
those.
Of them, right?
Yeah. The bingo was too many bullets in the gun. We'll take it from here. Informant knows everything, and the genius level computer hacker. Ooh, I had
some of the tropiest tropes.
I had two tropes. I had a diagonal one.
Oh shit!
Also, one that was gratuitous highway chase, the old abandoned shootout.
So good.
The informant knows everything. One, and then the picks the locks or hot wires a car. But Yeah, I think we had a total of
18?
18 out of
32.
32.
They hit 18 of our tropes out of 32.
And plus there was a good
and I
8 more that we didn't list.
I think it would have been extra tropey had I gone a different direction with some of the tropes, like the office tropes and stuff. If those hadn't been there and there'd been more action movie tropes. It's a very tropey movie. If you're looking for something that you don't have to think, that will make you laugh, and that will sometimes make you go, what? That would not happen. This is perfect.
Yeah.
Absolutely that.
As far as the movie goes, I was entertained.
And he's never seen any of them.
I have not.
And he was entertained. Now,
I wasn't lost at all.
Right. And you won't be.
I think except for that whole daughter.
Yeah, except for maybe some of the relationships.
Deals,
but even
which
then.
didn't really make any difference.
No.
You know why? Because they showed a picture. Ooh, that's another trope. Showing a picture of the family.
Pictures, or the poorly,
so you know who he's.
The ones that they do poorly photoshopped of like the characters together when they were young. Those ones are always good too.
Those are good ones.
So I guess if we're gonna do these, and we did the bingos, I think we should review the movies too. And I think the tropiest way for us to review movies is to do 2 thumbs ups. Now, I don't know that we each want to do. No, let's each do. There's 2 of us. We'll each do a thumb, a middle, or a down.
Okay.
We're Siskel and Ebert for tropes.
So we as far as tropes goes.
No, we're not gonna. Let's rate it on if we like it or not.
Oh, if we like it.
Yeah, and then let's rate it as far as a trope movie goes.
Okay.
We'll do both.
So
now, let's start with trope movie. As a trope movie, I think it's
thumbs up.
Incredible. Thumbs up. It hits the tropes.
Yeah.
It does it in a fun way.
Yep.
It does it in a way that was entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Great tropes.
Yeah.
Okay, now
12 out of what do we say?
18 out of 32, and it should have been more. That was a failure, actually, a little on our part. We failed you, tropey movie. I'm just kidding. But how do you feel about it as a movie?
As a movie?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to mid it.
It's a mid movie for you.
Mid movie.
Not a great movie, but you
still
enjoyed yourself.
I enjoyed myself. If they didn't have Martin Lawrence in there, it would have been a down.
I get you.
For sure.
Martin Lawrence crushed this movie.
Very funny.
Yeah.
Very funny. The way he acted, everything was great.
Yeah.
And I think part of that was, though, because he was kind of the side character.
Yeah.
I think if they made him
he wouldn't have been able to be as crazy.
You know how they do, how the side character always gets, people always talk about them?
Yeah.
Like Jack Black in High Fidelity.
Yeah.
Jack Black got freaking hit of that because he was the side character, but he's funny. And it
lets you not have all of the weight of being the main person. You should just go free and do whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he went on to do freaking to do Shallow Hal. And they
good old Shallow Hal. Jack Black's awesome.
And they lost the deal. I like Shallow Hal, so don't.
I get you.
Even though,
no, I'm with you. I actually don't. I'm not a huge Shallow Hal fan. Of all his work, that's one of my least favorites. But he's still great.
Yeah, I guess Jack Black wasn't a very good example of it.
Yeah, but he just wasn't great casting there. But yeah, he wasn't great casting.
Middle. On the thumb. Middle thumb. Middle thumb on
Bad Boys.
What about you?
Okay.
On the movie in general.
So I think for the same reasons that you went from down to mid, I will go from mid to up. I always enjoyed the Bad Boys movies. This is probably, if you're ranking them, this is by far the least consequential. Obviously, it's pretty tame. For me, this would have just been like I watched it for a couple hours. I didn't dislike it, whatever. But Martin Lawrence was funny enough, and I laughed hard enough that for me, I'm like, you know what? If you liked the Bad Boys movies, you for sure should go see this. It was very funny and a great addition. That said, if you're looking for a good movie, it's not that. But you know that. You know it's not a good
Well, yeah, you know what I think you feel like you know what you're getting into.
You for sure know what you're getting, so you don't super need to read reviews anyways. But just be assured that it's not shit. It's not like a fourth movie that's just complete dog shit. It's all right. It's pretty funny. It was a good time.
So how would you rank this? Because I haven't seen them. Have you seen all the others?
Yeah.
How would you rank it in regards to the other movies?
I think the second one's the best. And then you kind of have to do the first one after that because, without it, whatever.
This was under them, huh?
this is probably the I didn't like the third one that much.
Oh, there's 3.
So Bad Boys
4.
for Life.
It's the 4th one.
This should have been. They should have. This one should have been Bad Boys for Life
been
because
4
it's
of
the
the
fourth
damn things?
one. But regardless,
Wow.
yeah. So the third one is the one that was really dramatic about Will Smith's son and all of that. I didn't care as much about that one. It's probably my least favorite. I liked this more than the one before it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted this to not have Will Smith in it.
I mean, I get it.
Because I think he was just, like you said.
He was just mid.
Mid.
He was just mid. Yeah, he was way better in the other ones. As far if you're a Will Smith fan, this is the worst of the Bad Boys. He barely exists. He's just kind of there. If you're a Martin Lawrence fan, it might be the second best of the Bad Boys.
Okay.
Might be the second best. All right.
So, thumbs up?
Thumbs up
on Tropes?
Two thumbs up on Tropes. 1 thumb up, 1 thumb mid on
movie
general. Quality. I think this is a pretty good first movie Tropes. We're going to find our groove as we're going, but honestly, for a first time, I think we did a pretty good job staying on track.
Yeah. If you have any more, hey, get in our comments.
If you got a movie you want us to watch that's coming up in theaters or even at home, we'll do classic ones. That's fun, too.
Oh yeah, give us some. We can do classic movies as well. And if you've got, if you have any tropes that we missed,
yeah,
freaking put them on there. We'll put them on a list.
Oh yeah, we love tropes.
Yeah.
Tropes. Give us all the tropes.
Show us your bingo cards.
Give us all the tropes.
Get in those comments. Show us our bingo cards. Do we have an Arson Club email thing yet?
We have an Arson Club website that I think emails me if you email it. Like it has, I think it has a form. If you go to bottomboyscast.com, I'll double check. If not, I'm setting up an email.
Bottom Boys Cast. Is it bottomboyscast.com?
Okay. Bottomboyscast.com.
Got it.
So
I thought it was Arson Club.
KC. That's our at. Our at is Arson Club KC. Our website is Bottom Boys Cast. But if you add us on social,
I'm 52 years old.
If you add us on social, though, you can talk to us directly. Hit us up on Insta, Facebook, TikTok, Threads.
Give us your tropes.
And tell us our tropes. All right. This was great.
Did we mention we were the Arson Club?
I don't know, but we are.
The Arson Club. And we do
comedy, live shows, podcasts. We have the Bottom Boys Cast. We have the Master Traders coming back. Where we talk about the Traders show on Peacock. Season 3 coming soon, and super stoked about the cast. We do live comedy shows. We do sketch. We do a little bit of everything. So hit us up, follow us, and I guess that's a little bye-bye for the what's a good movie trope for the end of something? Do we just need to ride off into the sunset or
biopics, they do a little
they do like a little reading where they freeze on you and it's like
and then this is what happened.
Paul died 3 days later.
3 days later.
It's like
yes.
And then it says Matt went to jail for murdering Paul.
It's
like what?
I guess what explosions.
Ooh,
Explosions in the walk-off at the end, which is one we had on here.
They really
did a movie trope we had on here.
They didn't do one of those, did they? A walk-off explosion.
Oh yeah, I guess we didn't list ones, but it's fine.
Yeah,
you can look at the cards.
Yeah, look at the cards online. We're gonna make sure we post these up.
Yeah.
Stick around. We'll be back with another exciting movie trope bingo
as we explode off.